Everyone, I'm Courtney.
I'm Chris.
And this is week 3 of
The CNC Challenge, Episode 3, baby. Episode 3, child. Episode 3, pregnancy. Episode 3, the search for Spock. Whichever title we end up having in the subject below.
So, I guess this week we're mostly going to be talking about pregnancy and our baby Logan.
Yep.
Who's got just a couple more months to go.
Yeah, and in the meantime, we are actually loading in the parental world anyway. My mom actually got us these really cool shirts, Dad-to-be.
Woo! Baby loading.
Awesome. We dig them. We could dig them.
Yep, we're almost there. Home
so
stretch.
Thanks, Mommy. It's interactive YouTube now if she's watching this, and I know she is. Wink.
So yeah, first off, just we'll do a little update on cancer for the last week. How have you been?
Fine.
Pretty much, that sums it up.
I'm going to be getting some testing this week, but as far as we know, the medication is working absolutely fine. No real side effects to present.
Yep.
I've been feeling good. I am in my 3rd straight week without need of a draining.
Mm-hmm.
And the breathing is still absolutely fine. I'm not sure if that's the meds. I'm not sure if it's the lifestyle change, but
or a combination of all of it, prayers and everything.
Also, about, I think the day following our last recording, I got my weight down, and I've actually gained weight.
Yay!
So that's pretty cool, too. So
gaining weight on the vegan diet, that's the way to go.
Go figure. So we'll probably have to do a follow-up video sometime down the road where we go more into details of what I did to gain weight in a vegan diet, because I know that's pretty much contradicting itself, vegan diet, gaining weight, but we'll get to there once we cross that bridge. But in the meantime, on the cancer front, everything is absolutely fine. Back to you, Courtney.
Aw, thanks. So, yeah, we're going to start off at the beginning of our pregnancy, since you guys missed kind of the whole first, 5-6 months of pregnancy. So, yeah, back March 7th, wasn't it?
I nailed it.
March 7th.
Spoiler warning, I nailed it.
Yeah, we decided we were ready. This was going to be the year we were going to start trying to have a baby. And we didn't have to try very hard. So we got really, really lucky. It took my mom 3 years to get pregnant with me. And she tried and tried to do all sorts of different, fertility things. And I just always assumed it would be harder. It was not.
In respect of secrecy and personal aspects, we're not actually going to say the number of attempts it took to actually become pregnant. But you can probably end up guessing, and we were quite successful. Shortly after, me being the schmuck that I am, immediately after our first attempt, I would basically start hounding Courtney for the following weeks. Every time she turned around, I'd be like, "Hey, Mama, how's it going?"
And I'm like, "It's not going to work the first time. It's going to take more than the first time that we really try."
Yeah.
And
what was the threat you ended up giving me, Courtney?
It was a beautiful threat. But let's go back to the very beginning. So I was taking a bath, and this sort of thing never happens to me. But I seriously, I had a vision. Don't have this. It's like a daydream vision kind of thing. It was very, very strange. And I visualized having a baby. And it was Christmas time, and I had a baby, and it was our baby. And it was so, vivid. It was really crazy. Got out of the bathtub, and I'm like, "Hey, honey." Yep, so there you go. We knew. It was crazy. So I told him, let's wait. It's probably not going to work the very first time. And I said, give it a couple weeks, and either I'll be throwing something at you, meaning we weren't pregnant.
There are kids watching this video. You can use your imagination.
Or he will be right, and he will be the rightest that he's ever been in his whole... I mean, this is a big one to get right.
And this is also a lifetime of being wrong, so
he earned it.
I was owed one.
Yeah, he totally earned it. So sure enough, time for, that time of the month to come around, and I'm getting cramps. Going, "Oh, you were wrong. This is my period cramps.
Was I now?
I'm definitely going to have a period." And 2 days late, and I went, "Oh, maybe he was right." So took the pregnancy test, got a positive immediately, within 2 minutes. It was so sure of itself. And came back into the bedroom and said, "Hey, guess what, Daddy?"
Well, the truth is, she basically told me at about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I maybe went to bed at like 1 or 2 the night before. So I got a sound sleep. I rolled over, and I just hear her saying, "Good morning, Daddy." And I said, "You took the test?" And she said, "Uh-huh." I said, "Positive?" And she's like, "Uh-huh." Yeah. I'm like, "You're pregnant?" And she's like, "Uh-huh." And I'm like, "Great." Rolled over and went back to sleep.
You didn't really.
I did. I was tired.
So yeah, that started our journey into future parenthood. So everything was going really smoothly. Went to my first doctor visit. Turned out I had a bladder infection, which is very common in pregnancy. So I was pretty bummed because I did not want to have any medication throughout my entire pregnancy. I was like, I'm not even going to have Tylenol and the stuff that's okay to have. Completely avoided it. I hope you can all hear that. That'll be next week's guest star. So,
ooh, spoilers.
So, yeah, everything was going good, but the bladder infection. So I had to take an antibiotic for that in the first trimester, and I was like, I don't want to, but I did. And I had also had a little bit of spotting, which terrified me because I was like, that's not supposed to happen. But that also happens a lot with women and pregnancy. So everything turned out to be perfectly fine. And then what comes second trimester, everything was going smoothly. I had started to get some acid reflux. My back was kind of sore. I was always begging for massages. He's a good masseuse. So I was getting massages and just trying not to take any kinds of medications. Then, was it this was last month, right? So it's just towards the end of the second trimester.
Well, going back, I would say it was probably around mid-July that the pains first started coming along. So long story short, because I think we've covered it in depth, went to the doctor, got checked out and stuff, got rushed to the hospital, went through the x-rays, yada yada, found the juices in the lung, found the cancer, and basically I became the A story for a time there.
Yeah, that was all of our focus was on what do we do and how do we take care of cancer. So luckily Logan was in a very safe spot, still in a safe spot. Hopefully 2 more months you stay in there. And just remember, we're going to broadcast the birth live on Facebook. We could definitely, sort of put him on the back burner. Stress is a hard thing to deal with, and especially if you're pregnant, you should be under as little stress as possible to have a healthy pregnancy. So, well, it's not like that stress came along and took a physical manifestation on you or anything. As it did. Oh, it did take a physical manifestation. What I ended up getting, one morning I woke up. This was probably 2 weeks after the diagnosis? Yeah, roughly 2 weeks. Yeah, so all kind of new into everything, and I thought I had a sty, because I've gotten styes before, my eye, and they're uncomfortable, and it was swollen, and I just thought, oh well, I'll put a hot compress on it. Next day comes around, and there are blisters all over my eyelid, and I'm like, that's not normal. I've never had a sty do that before, and it hurt a lot more than what I remember styes feeling like. So by the third day, I started getting a headache, and I don't generally get headaches, so this was strange. And I had shooting pains that would shoot right across my temple. My headache was on my temple here, and really bad, like nerve pains going across my eye, and the blisters were still there and disgusting. So after learning not to put off going to the doctor, we went right to the doctor, to urgent care, and she looked at it and she goes, "You've got shingles." I'm like, shingles, huh? I didn't think that generally hit younger people, but okay, I've got shingles. I had chickenpox when I was a kid, and if you've had them, then you can get the shingles. Apparently it's more common with pregnant women, so that's something to look out for. If you do feel that coming on, get it checked quickly. And she asked, are you under any stress? I'm like, let me tell you about my husband. Tad bit. So yeah, definitely brought on by stress. Luckily we caught it really quick. Within the first 3 days, I was on medication that was safe for the baby, and it cleared up within a week, and all the nerve pain luckily has completely gone away. So that's really, really good news, and hopefully we don't come across this in the future, but at least now I know exactly what it feels like and how it comes about. So we gotta stay calm and relaxed and happy.
Yeah, super easy to do.
It is. But we're working on it every day. So meditation is a huge thing. And
yeah, eventually we feel like once we actually master relaxation and calming down, we'll probably put that into a video. So it really depends on when we master it. So we're thinking week 962 in this series.
Yeah,
or
probably going to
something.
take a good 2 years to get meditation down.
So we'll just call it ahead and say episode 108, probably. So.
But we are practicing every day, so that's important. Be able to take your body out of the stress and the situation and just kind of meditate and relax.
Yeah, what's really important is you just find a way to relax and calm down.
Well, I'm glad you're so chill. So, into the third trimester, as far as getting, the acid reflux and things like that I touched on a little bit last week, all that's completely gone away with the diet change. So 180 on the diet, we're eating so healthy now, and I'm still having a little bit, of dairy and just a little bit of extra protein, maybe some fish or chicken, about once or twice a week, just because with the pregnancy and Logan, he needs all those extra things and calories and stuff. So I am putting a little more calcium into my diet. I did need to get some extra iron because I was a little anemic. So I also had the screening for the gestational diabetes test, and totally clear on that. I was pretty sure I would be with the diet that we're on. Before, with all the junk food I was eating, I don't know. I very well may have gotten a positive on it. Fortunately, everything has been great, baby-wise.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we just seem to be having the most easygoing pregnancy or just have the most easygoing doctor in the entire world, or maybe a hodgepodge of the two, because basically every time we go over there, the doctor just checks her out, and it's like, all right, let's see. Yep, everything's fine.
Great, you guys are doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
Okay, well, doctor, I have a question about this or that. Yeah, it's fine. Well, what about C-sections? It's probably not going to happen.
Yep, we're hoping. I'm going to try to go all natural. I know it's crazy for a lot.
We're on YouTube. Got to pronounce it natural. We're classy over here.
So I think I can do it. That's my goal. If I have to do anything, I'll probably go with the epidural, just because that does not transfer to the fetus at all. Some of the other pain medications that you do through IV actually do go to the fetus, so trying to avoid that. But I like to be in control of my body, and I think we can do this. I might break his hand, but he'll be fine.
She'll have to be touching me first.
I'll have them drag him over.
She's lucky if I'll be in the room.
Right?
No, I'll be in the room. How else am I going to cut the cord?
Yep. Daddy's got to cut the cord if he's not passed out on the floor.
There has been one recording of a father actually passing out in the delivery room, and that was due to an air conditioning malfunctioning, and they said 2 nurses went down with him. Okay, let's end the stereotype now.
Yeah.
Hashtag end father stereotyping in
Passing
delivery
out during
room.
delivery.
Passing out in delivery. That's too many characters.
Oh, we'll sort it out later.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything has been going really good. Next week we'll have more updates with Chris, and as far as the medical stuff that comes back through blood work, and we do have an appointment with Cedars-Sinai finally for a second opinion. So that'll be good. Always recommend a second opinion with a stage 4 cancer diagnosis.
If there are actual updates, I mean.
Yeah, so we'll see what we got for you next week as far as that goes. But this week, pregnancy is going very well. I can feel him moving all over. We just saw Chris's aunt's play last night. She does some plays, and it was wonderful. And Logan was flipping all over the place back and forth. He really enjoyed it.
Shout out to the Caneo Players Theater!
Yes, it was awesome. Great play. So yeah, really enjoyed that. And it's so fun to have Logan hearing everything now, and just interacting with us through the womb is pretty awesome. So So yeah, now I'm gonna grab our guest appearance, our guest star for today.
She's gonna get a guest star, and she's gonna leave me alone with the phone for a second.
So Chris is gonna entertain you for a minute. I'll be right back with our guest.
Oh, she is getting herself a can of worms, because now it's unfiltered. Now it's the Chris Show. So remember, you can continue to check us out by subscribing to the CNC Challenge on YouTube. Just hit that subscribe button below. And of course, as every week, we are also going to link our GoFundMe account. Our GoFundMe has been awesome so far. Thank you very much to everybody who donated. And also, if you don't even want to donate, that's cool. Just check out the link below. You can catch up on our story up until now. And of course, share it with others. So a bear walks into a bar. He walks up to the bartender and says, "I'm looking for the man who shot my paw." Here's Courtney.
And we're back. Hi, everyone. I hope that wasn't too traumatic for you. This is Bilbo.
Speaking of traumatic.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
Can I just say really quickly, I'm not a fan of this bird,
She's not a fan of anybody, but Mommy.
The camera is off. She's just mad dogging me right now. Maybe I should go because she's not even looking at me.
There we go. No, she'll look. There's Bilbo. Say hello. Bilbo, you would like to say hello?
She sees me.
Look at me.
She just wants to stare at me and hate me. I'll just be in the background. Here's the Courtney Show.
There we go. I'll do this. Let's go. So Bilbo is a severe macaw. She's named after, of course, the Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit, Bilbo Baggins.
Severe? I thought it was just a flesh wound. Hi-oh!
They're also called chestnut-fronted macaws because of the little bit of chestnut color they've got.
More like chestnutty in the head. Hi-oh!
She is the largest of the mini macaws, and they're from Brazil, South America area. She actually hatched from an egg in Ventura, and she turned 11 this year.
Seems more like that egg was pretty much scrambled from the get-go. Hi-yo!
I'm glad somebody's laughing at your jokes.
Well, you know what? I gotta do something over here.
So, like I said, she's 11 years old, and I've had her since she was just a little chick. And, you know, the bald hair, the featherless little things that are kind of creepy looking. She's grown beautifully into herself. And
physically.
she is truly a one-person bird, unfortunately. As much as tried to socialize her with other people, she has pair bonded with me, and that's gonna be about it for her.
She is just staring daggers at me, and she just pooped on my shoe.
Good girl, Bilbo. She go boop. Can you blow kisses? Blow kisses. Good kisses. Oh, and show them your pretty wings. She got nice red underneath her wings, and the outside is blue. I do trim her wings because she has flown away twice. And I've been lucky enough to get her back both times. So her very favorite game to play. Where's Bilbo? Where's Bilbo? You gonna play it? Peekaboo! Where's Bilbo? Good peekaboo. I knew she couldn't keep her mouth shut. Where's Bilbo? You step up. Step up. Good girl. So she loves peekaboo. She'll say quite a few words. She loves the word apple and squeaker and hello, goodbye.
This is like a monster movie all of a sudden.
Yeah, she looks gigantic. And like I said, she is the largest of the mini macaws. I hope he's not too distracting for you in the video.
Why would I ever be distracting?
So macaws come in two types. The miniature ones, which is her, and then of course the huge kind, the scarlet and green wing. And come here, step up. So yep, so that is our sweet little Bilbo bird.
And the second we turn off the record button, it's probably going to be Epic Speaker.
Yeah, she'll talk up a storm. She just knows she's on video, so she's being shy and silly.
This is why she's a retired entertainer animal. When we do our reptile shows, our chicken shows, our animal shows, we don't bring her along because all she basically does is just sit there and clam up.
All right, one more. Dolphin. Dolphin. Good dolphin. There she goes. Oh, good girl. All right. Say bye-bye. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. And once again, check out the links below. Make sure to subscribe, share the video, and give us a thumbs up as well. Or leave a comment. Or you can do all of them.
Love
Your
you
choice.
guys. Thanks for following us.
Bye, everybody. See you next
Bye.
week.